What's up YouTube, this is Tech Time today, and I'm going to be doing a Let's Play of Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning. Now, I just did a Let's Play for about 30 minutes recording, and right in the middle of it, my recording software crashed and I lost it all. So, I'm now level 3, you missed all the character creation and all that, and I kind of don't feel like doing it again because I like this character and I don't really want to start again. So I'm just going to recap a few of the things that I mentioned in that. I talked about the history of this game. Relic Entertainment, they developed Dark Age of Camelot. That was a heavily PvP centric game. It had 3v3 PvP so that it was really even. If one person was on top, the other two would take them down. It was a really good game. And then as time went on, people wanted a new MMO from them. They bought the Warhammer IP, made Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning, and came out in 2009. People were leaving World of Warcraft left and right to get to it, and the bugs pretty much killed it. They had huge amounts of players to start out with, but all the bugs and glitches crippled the game so much that now I've heard it's a ghost town. But after playing for 30 minutes, there's a decent amount of people. So kind of recapped things that I said over the 30 minutes that I could actually remember. Alright, so I'm going to keep this Let's Play to about 10-15 minutes, because I don't really want to lose all my stuff again. After going for like 30 minutes, I really don't feel like losing it. So I'm going to keep this Let's Play short so that my recording software doesn't break. I also record uncompressed, which could be the problem because the file was at like 180 gigabytes when it stopped, so that could have been the problem. Anyway, I'm going to go over the features a little bit that Warhammer Online has, because I went over them in that 30 minutes, so I'm going to try and go over them quickly right now. Warhammer has two factions, the Order and the Destruction. I'm a greenskin, which means I'm in the Destruction, which is basically the bad guys. And these two factions are each fighting each other for power. And within these factions, you have tiers, which I think are levels 1 to 10, and they pretty much are like sections for PvP, like the battlegrounds in World of Warcraft, except each tier, when your faction wins a match, it counts towards your overall points, and once you pass a certain threshold of points, your faction gets to attack and destroy the other faction's capital city, which is absolutely sick. So even if you're like a level 5 doing, I don't even know if that's possible. I think level 10 is like the first tier. So if you're level 10 doing PvP, you're still contributing to the overall effort that your faction is making, which I think is a really cool thing. And they also have open world RVR, which is there are sections on the map that are contested between Order and Destruction. And you have to fight and capture certain objectives in order for you to own that area. And I think you get like exclusive gear and merchants when you do that. I'm not really sure what the benefits are. I played this game when it first came out, so I kind of forgot what some of the things in this game were. I'll probably remember a few things as I keep playing. And then finally you have public quests, where you go into a certain area and a dynamic event will pop up. Not really dynamic, it's static, but an event will pop up. And anyone in that area with you will join you in the quest. And you go through a string of events doing things. And you can jump in and out at any time. And at the end, you'll get a bag of loot. Well, a chest that contains bags of loot. And depending on your performance, it'll roll a number, and the better you did, the higher the number you'll get. Well, the higher the number you'll likely get. and whoever gets the best number will get the best loot, and so on and so forth. So it kind of like gives awards to like people who have skill and hard work and have good characters. So it's actually a pretty cool system. They have really cool ideas in this game, and levels 1 through 20 are free now. So if you guys want to download the game and play along with me in the Let's Plays, I will feature you in the Let's Plays. And if you have a YouTube channel of your own, you can record and upload your own perspective of the Let's Play. And I'll put the link to your channel and to your videos in the description and in annotations. So let me know if you guys want to download Warhammer and like do Let's Plays with me. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. This game's actually extremely fun. I mentioned it a few times during those 30 minutes that I was recording, but since I lost that, can't really, I'm not really going to go through everything I said those 30 minutes, but I played this when it first came out in 2009, and honestly, it was probably one of the most fun, if not the most fun MMOs that I've played. And I've played quite a few MMOs. I've played World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft was my first MMO, so I'm kind of new to MMOs compared to a few other people. I played Age of Conan. That's a really fun MMO too. I like that one. That one's also free to play, and I think I'm going to do a Let's Play series after I finish the Warhammer Let's Play series. I played Mortal Online for a little bit and Darkfall Online for a little bit. And I think those are all the MMOs that I've played. Although I played RuneScape, but I don't really like consider that a real MMO like these are. It's kind of like a browser-based, like not really big thing. But anyway, those are the MMOs I've played, and this one is pretty much one of the most fun. And I played it in 2009. There were a lot of people. Like I'm talking, I think they had 1 million players at one point. But everyone. They saw the features, it looked great, there were bugs, and they didn't want to wait out the bugs. Everyone canceled their subscriptions after like a month or two. The player population dropped off significantly. And now, they're here, they've gone free to play for the first 20 levels, and they've gotten a decent amount of players back. Not even close to what they had at launch. But I think people are spoiled with World of Warcraft. I mean, it's been out for like, what, 7-8 years. It's worked out pretty much all the bugs, and now people are going to games that are just releasing, like Warhammer in 2009, Age of Conan in 2008, and they're expecting those games to have the level of polish that World of Warcraft does 8 years after it's released. And I think that's just unrealistic expectations. I'm sorry, not 8 years, I think it's 6 actually. 6 or 7. But those are just unrealistic expectations, and I think that's why a lot of the MMOs are dying now, because players are seeing it, they're seeing that it has bugs, and they're thinking that it's not good because it has bugs, when in reality World of Warcraft did too. It's just that this is a long time after it's been released, and they fixed all the bugs now. So I think players aren't giving these MMOs a fair chance. Like Warhammer, honestly, it needs a population to be good. It's a PvP based MMO. It needs a population. And it has a decent enough population, but I think if this game had 1 million, 2 million players, this would be one of the best MMOs on the market. But people don't want to give it a chance. After they see the bugs, they just leave and they never come back. But that's why I think this game should go free to play, like Age of Conan and like Dungeons and Dragons, but EA doesn't really see things that way. They don't want to make this free to play for some reason. I think it could generate them some decent revenue for them to work on, start pumping some funding back into this game. Like what happened with Age of Conan recently, they released an expansion and then turned it free to play a few months later, and they got a huge following again. They tripled their revenue from when it was a subscription based game, and now they're able to pump funding into it because they have money that they're making off the game. Right now I'm kind of running around aimlessly while I talk. It's easier to kind of just do this than do a quest right now, because I'm trying to remember all the things I said. Yeah, so I'm hoping EA decides to make this free to play eventually. I'm not sure if they're going to, though. Alright, so I'm gonna cut off this Let's Play soon before I actually have my recording software crash again. So if you guys want to comment below, tell me if you like these Let's Play series, if you want me to do more of them, and if you want to download Warhammer and play in the Let's Play series with me, that'd be great. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next Let's Play of Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning.